Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Tyrannosaurus Riffs. Today we're going to shoot out a straight cab versus a slant cab. Let's get started. Alright, so you just got to hear that in a mix. You got to hear the bottom speaker out of both cabs and the top speaker out of both cabs. I'm going to go ahead and say that I think that test was garbage. Why am I saying that? Well, after I got this video done, well, I thought I got it done, I didn't feel like the results were right. So I did a lot of research, and I found a Spectre Media Group. A guy named Glenn Frickers does a lot of A and B shootouts, and his examples are 1,000 times better. Am I trying to lead you away? No. What I'm trying to do is, rather than just scrap this whole video or keep working on it over and over, I want to show you and tell you where my mistakes were and why this wasn't a great shootout. So even though these cabinets, I'm sitting on top of them right now, have the exact same speakers, the Sheffield 1200s, all 8 speakers are the same, none of them are technically the same. If you record one speaker in any of the positions, they're going to sound a little bit different. And that's something I didn't know. So rather than just scrap this and keep starting over, I wanted to share that so you could learn with me. The best way to do a cab shootout like that would be to use one speaker in one position on both cabs. The results were a lot different than I thought. They didn't sound as good as I had hoped, and I didn't want to just keep messing with it over and over. No matter, even though the cabs were recorded in the exact same position in the room, and I thought the mic was the exact same, dead center on all 4 speakers, and then about 2 finger widths away from the grill, the results are vastly different. So let's just learn together. So instead of just going through that and calling it good, let's use my KHE amp switcher, and I'll show you a live test, the straight versus the slant. So under the camera, out of view, is a Neumann TLM 107 microphone, as well as a Shure SM7B. I have phased timed them both together, so you'll hear the Neumann out of the left side and the Shure out of the right side. So let's do that same riff, and I'll show you again. I think the straight sounded a little bit beefier, had a little bit more of a low end, and the slant cab had more mids and highs, which The slants can be great in a venue setting. If you're playing with a half stack, you got those speakers angled up at you a little bit. You can hear behind yourself a little better versus the straights that play more towards your legs. Now, I think you could probably EQ the slant with a little more bass on your amp and get it to sound about the exact same. I have to test that, but I have not. If I find a good deal on a cab, if I'm looking for a specific cab, say a Peavey 6505 cab, slant or straight, if I find the right deal, I'm going to buy it whether it's the one I wanted or not, because I don't think the difference is going to kill me if I can save a few bucks, because I buy most of my stuff used anyways. So again, this is all subjective. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'm curious to hear them. I've never plugged them in like that, so doing that for the recording, the live version, I've never switched them like that in a live setting, so that was actually news to me as well. I thought that, everyone on the guitar forums are always like, oh no, the straights are way beefier. Oh, they are. I didn't think I really believed that, but now that I've tested that in a live setting, I know that they do have a little bit more bottom end, and the slants have a little bit more on the mid-range. So that was probably a bit more fair of a test. I'm not a professional. This is just something I started doing this year. I'm trying to learn, and my failures will lead to successes later. So I'm just going to learn from my failures, and rather than just scrap everything I do, I'm going to show you my failures sometimes. And that's what that first mix section was. It was really a big failure on my part. So I'll get better at it. We'll do more cab shootouts in the future. I've got a lot of other stuff coming. I hope you enjoyed learning something with me today. I hope you did learn something, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.